Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome to the stream that I forgot to adjust the fucking camera for. Um, sorry we're starting a bit late today. Um, uh, my cousin stopped by right before I started, so I was downstairs talking to him about stuff. He was picking up something. But you know, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. Because if you remember, I had a commission call out because I needed to raise funds for some car repairs that I got done, and my cousin's the one that did them. But I can now officially say I am more. I've paid off my car repairs, so hooray. Uh, but yeah, I am sorry that we started late. But we're just working on a commission today. If you were here last week, you might recognize this. It was one of the sketches that we did for the previous commission I did, which if you want to see it, it is finished. I did finish it up. Here's this one. Came out pretty well. But we're going to be working on a second pose today. I would do holidays, but where's my, oh, here it is. I can't find my calendar. My desk is a mess. Let's see. Today is October 25th, so it is Sourest Day. Like sour candy, I guess. I don't mind sour candy, but I just need to brace myself whenever I have sour candy. Yeah, that's all today is. So go take a lemon slice, I guess, and pop it in your mouth. I'm sure that'll go swimmingly. And I'm not talking about like, you know, the candy lemon slice. I meant like an actual lemon slice. Don't actually do that. That probably hurt. I think I licked a lemon slice one time and it was unpleasant and made my mouth hurt and I didn't like it and it was a bad idea. Bad idea all around. Anywho, luckily for today's commission, we don't have to worry about sketch because we already have sketch done. I'm just opening this up so I can look at what I did for the line art. I have to say, the scales came out pretty well. Actually looks pretty dope, I'd say. Anywho, I just want things to be consistent, so I just need to open that up for a reference for myself. Anyway, yeah, so we just get to go straight into line art today because we already did the sketch. The person who commissioned these liked the sketch so much that they asked for it to get finished up, which is neat because I really like this pose actually. Again, it feels very Sonic-esque for me. I don't know if this is the same line thickness that I use though, is the problem. That should be fine. I'm just very peculiar on that little thing. I need to actually pull up my references. references. Anyway, so we're gonna try and get this done today. I do have one other project we might work on if we get around to it for my mother. Which, well, if I get to it, I'll talk about it more, but I don't know if we're gonna get to it or not, because I want to do commission today. That is what we are doing today, is commission, once I get my reference. There we go. Reference images are cool because they're reference images. Also, I'm going to turn off my PS4. I'm sorry if my microphone is picking it up. I was watching creepy Easter egg videos on the YouTubes because I like creepy Easter egg videos. Also, look, guys. I was gonna show this off tomorrow when we're playing on the PS4, but look, I got my purple controller. It's lovely and I love it, and it's purple. It's my color. It's great. Works out pretty well, I think. I was playing some Tetris with it the other day. The only thing is I had issues adjusting to was the fact that because the slightly different like button layouts on PS4 and Switch controllers are different, I was having trouble swapping my pieces or turning my pieces because of the button layout, so I had to go change the control scheme. And I'm actually annoyed because I wish the hold button was a different button than what it is on the PS4. But you can't change that. You can only use their pre-made game controls. I guess because they don't want... I mean, it's probably so when you're playing with other people, you don't have like a crazy control scheme that another person, if they are playing local multiplayer with you, wouldn't know. But it also just... It's just also annoying because I want a different shoulder button. I think it's like the actual shoulder button that's hold on the PS4 controller, and I want it on the trigger because it's down lower, where it would be like on a Switch Pro controller. Like, it's the tiniest little thing. I got over it after a while, but it was yeah, it's just the tiniest little thing was driving me crazy the other night when I was playing with it. But whatever. But I hope everyone's weekend is going well. It's going alright for me. Yesterday was a bit rough, but that happens. Days like that happen, I guess. Before stream, actually. So I have a test coming up in my Japanese class on Tuesday that I'm very worried about, just because I'm always worried about my tests, because I just don't feel like I do good on my tests. But we have a test coming up. And a few of we have a Discord server for the class. A bunch of us were like, oh, in case we want to practice or like double check homework assignments, let's put together a Discord server. And two of the guys told me last week when I was leaving that they actually do speaking practice, or they have been doing speaking practice on like Mondays and Sundays, that if I wanted to pop in I could. So we had a short speaking session right before stream. And then we have another one scheduled for tomorrow. And then test on Tuesday. And then we're allowed to dress up for class because it's Halloween week. They did this last year too, where you could wear costumes in to class. I don't know if anyone else is going to do it, but I'm going to do it because I need to actually clean up a few things here. This was like such a quick sketch. There are certain things that are getting a little lost. I think I need to like redefine the hairline a bit more. Hey, Ammo Rocked, Croco or Lizzo? I am not sure what Mako is. I did not ask, actually. I'm gonna ask right now. I'll ask 4 of you. Sometimes the person that commissioned it is in the stream, but he said he's you know, he has work he has to do today, so I don't know when he'll be in, if he'll be in, so I am not sure. But hello. How are you doing today? How is your Saturday? I hope it is going well. It is cold out though. It is very cold out. And I'm not sure how I feel about it, to be honest. I don't really like the cold. Because I don't like being cold. You know, like most people don't. But yeah, it's so cold. I've been pondering when I'm going to take my bike over to storage for the winter. And it's like, man, I want to go on a bike ride. But every time I go outside, it's like, it's too cold for it. And I went on a bike ride, a short one, the other day, just to go to the post office down the road. And it's like, damn, it's too cold out for this. I needed, like, gloves, and I didn't have any. My hands are just, like, frigid when I got back. I was like, why did I do this? Like, now my hands are cold and uncomfortable. And my hands are the last thing I like being cold, because they're the things I do stuff with. I can't draw with cold hands. I mean, I can, but it you know, it's not great. But look at his hat going back a bit more. His hair. Also, I know last stream someone asked for Sonic R. We'll get to it. It's just I didn't want to have just Sonic R playing during pre-stream. We miss all the good songs while I was faffing about, especially considering I started late because I was busy talking to my cousin about just random shit. He was in the area helping his other cousin fix up her house that she bought. That was like a little ways away. That's why he stopped by, because he was in the area. But what was I saying? Oh, my cousin starting late. Ah, he is a dragon. Dragon. Says he's half Nova and half Empyrean dragon. I'm not actually sure what that means. Oh, school today. Oh, it's Monday. Okay, no problem. Thanks for popping in. Good luck with school. Man, it's been so long since I was in school. So long at this point. Makes me feel old thinking about it. I want to say I kind of miss school, because I kind of miss like the socialization. It's like, sure, I got Japanese class, but that's a bit different. And it's like, I don't know, I liked having, it's not like I don't have stuff to do here, but I don't know, a different setup when you're in school compared to like being at home. Okay, I have to remember that he only has 3 fingers. I want to give him 4 fingers so much just because I just like drawing 5 fingers. Okay, I'm just gonna clean up a few of these lines so I know what's going on. I think his torso is a bit thicker than how I'm drawing it. But, well, I don't know. We're seeing it from the side. I guess it wouldn't be that bulky. Get to see his belt this time. That's a plus? I don't know. Yeah, I'm just gonna redefine a few more things before we continue on. Just to make sure I know where everything goes. Listening to this music though is just gonna make me want to play Minecraft. I still haven't played Minecraft. I keep talking about it. Haven't actually sat down and had a good session. Yesterday I did jack all except played Tetris for a bit. And slaps. Yeah, like I said, yesterday was just one of those days. It happens. I feel like his collar should be bigger. Also, that neckline might not want. It's gonna get erased either way, probably because of the collar. So I'm just going to erase it now. We're gonna do the collar next. Gel the lines later. Yeah, I think the other one came out pretty well. I'll say, is this dark blue? It fucking is. It's dark blue because that's what I was sketching in. I love it when I sketch in a color and I fucking forget that that's what I'm doing. And then I get confused why I have a different fucking color selected on my thing. But yeah, just chill art stream. Try and get this commission done today. And like I said, maybe see about working on the other project for my mom. There's one other thing I would like to maybe do on stream. If we ever get around to it. It's just a cleanup of a sketch commission I did forever ago. But it's like, I like how it came out, like, a lot. So I want to see it cleaned up a bit more. I have a photo of it, so we're going to be working off a photo. I don't have, like, a nice clean scan. The photo might be good enough to where I could, like, actually just color under the photo. But, I don't know. Seeing it cleaned up, I think, would be nicer. I'm not gonna pull that up right now unless we get to it. There's no point. Because if I see it, I'm gonna want to work on it. And that's not what we're doing right now. Instead, we are focusing on our dragon boy here. No! I'm really hoping... Wait, or was that last night? I don't know. At some point, it was already not letting me double click, and it's like, I'm really hoping it holds out a bit longer today before saying I can't double click things. It doesn't really matter when I'm drawing. It's just anything else outside of the canvas window where it becomes a problem. But I'm really hoping it doesn't become a problem, because it's just annoying that I have to, you know, close the program, reopen the program, reopen the file, get back to what I was doing. Sure, it takes like all of 2 minutes, not even. But it's still annoying having to do it. Especially when I don't know why it does that. Also, the AC box for my laptop is under my foot. I don't have socks on right now, so my feet are actually really cold. The AC box feels nice. Oh, my TV turned off because I didn't turn it off. But yeah. Today I got up very late because I was up late last night doing homework for Japanese class. We get assigned pages from our workbook that I print off and I turn into my teacher, but I also do them like a second time in my notebook. So I was trying to catch up with some of those. And to make sure I read the chapter all the way, I rewrote the whole chapter. So I was doing that for a while. So that was my last night. I was just trying to catch up on practice work. Well, this is a song I've not heard, I don't think. This is like a more recent Minecraft playlist. It's a 2020, so it has tracks I've probably not heard. Especially if they added new ones in the update. That's why I want to play, but I'm not even close to having another portal on my fucking world that I've been working on. I've been spending a lot of time trying to get this village close to my base, like self-sustaining and a bit more protected from attack. So I've been like installing a wall, or like a border wall, and putting in more beds, so you know there could be more villagers, because there's a few that I don't think can get fucking jobs because that's set up. It's like I was building them golems, making the pathways better, and it's in the desert, meaning everything's built on sand, which makes it like the worst thing to fucking do, because you're not paying attention, and oh, there goes the whole fucking floor because you touched a sand block. You looked at the sand block a weird way, and it's like, oh, I cannot continue like this, and then it fucking falls. But then it's like, I need sand to keep up with the aesthetic of the village, because I don't want to rebuild all of the houses. Made like a little hotel and like these little cute housing areas built into the walls. I think it's cute anyway. I mean, they're not the most pretty things, because really I'm just trying to get it somewhat functioning. But I don't know, it's getting there. Can't level up any of my any of my villagers and their trades though, because I don't have emeralds, because I'm not going down to mine, because I'm busy fixing up their stupid town. The only thing I'm worried about is I don't know if walls, they probably do because I have doors on it. It's like, but it's probably preventing like traveling merchants from coming to town. Not that I've been really needing them, but whatever, I don't know. I'm just rambling right now. Can't say much has happened this week, really. Haven't done much in the grand scheme of things. The only thing I'm worried about is I don't want to cover too much of his mouth with his collar, but that's kind of how I drew it. I am making the collar a bit puffier than it probably needs to be. Let's pull it back a bit. Actually follow this fucking sketch I put in. That's usually a good thing, is to follow the sketch. I also need to drink my hot chocolate that I have sitting here before it goes cold, and then I get sad that it's gone cold again. I really kind of want to go to the store to get stuff to make soup. I want some nice warm chicken noodle soup. It is chicken noodle soup weather. I don't think I have any kind of soup in my house. Normally I have like those box soups. I like a, you know, the quick ease of a box soup. I don't think I'm pretty sure I'm out of box soups. Which makes me sad, because I could really go for a soup right about now. The other thing is... yeah, I guess it would be there. I'm not going to erase anything off of the face right away until I'm sure that's where I want things. Again, it is always annoying when you draw something and it looks good and then you realize, oh shit, I need to erase all of it because it gets covered by something. Because I'm an idiot and didn't think that through. Or you change the pose and that happens. It happens so often for me. And you think I'd learn, but I don't learn. What else did I do this week? I rewatched Madoka Magica for whatever reason. I don't know why that anime's just been on my mind. Like I said, I started watching like random theory videos for it online. And I was like, I guess I should rewatch it. I'm kind of bummed you can't find the movie anywhere. I think it was on Netflix at one point, but that was a while ago. Pandesu. Being Maguka is suffering. Soldier turned to Griffsid. Ah. I love that video. My friend showed it to me way back in the day, and then that's how we would greet each other. We'd yell like "Soul Gem, turn to Griffseed," or "Do not throw souls." And then my sister would be confused because she had no idea why we were yelling these nonsensical things at each other. Well, that's how you greet people, damn it. I mean, that's how we did it anyway. And she was weird anyhow, so it worked. How is it going? Pandesu. I'm not sure how to say your name, so I am sorry if I am messing it up. cap go back far enough? I feel like the hat needs to go back further because of how his hair works. I had this problem before. Means I have to adjust the hair too. No, rewatched Madoka Magica, and then I saw that there's a new series out for what is it, Magical Record? That's apparently based off a mobile game. Any pronunciation is fine. I tend to say it basically like pantsu, but with a softer D sound. Fair enough, fair enough. How's your Saturday or Sunday going? It is Sunday. I know my days. I think. It's so gray and overcast today. It's like I like the fall, but I guess I like the fall when, you know, there's a bit of sun out still. Right before we hit nothing but gray. Right before winter hits, right? But when it gets so gray like it is today, I think it's supposed to rain. I actually don't know. Is it gonna rain today, Phone? No. There's a 1% chance of it raining. Well, it's like when it gets overcast like this, I just lose all semblance of time. It's like it could be 11 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 2 o'clock, whatever o'clock right now, and I wouldn't be able to tell very well. I lose my sense of time when it's cloudy. Overcast days just feel like nothing changes. Like the day just kind of gets frozen. That's why winter sucks. Because everything's gray. I guess sometimes you get some nice sunny blue days, but not often. At least not in this state, you don't. Thanks a lot, Michigan. Butthole state. I didn't get up until like 1:30 today when my sister called. And I was up until like 4 or 5 doing homework. It's gonna be even worse when time change hits. The fucking time change comes up here soon. Isn't that next week? I think that's next week. Meaning my life's gonna be a mess. I haven't seen or... I mean, there's nothing wrong with winter, I guess. I don't know. I just don't like being cold and I don't like feeling like time stopped. Friendship ambiguous too. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. That really sucks. I didn't even know there was. I mean, I shouldn't be surprised there was a Madoka Magica like mobile game. There's mobile games for like fucking everything. But it always throws me off when they go and make an anime for it. I put it on the other day to try and make sense of it, but it throws me off because it's just a different group of girls and there's witches again. Or something. I was like, how does this play out? I mean, I'm intrigued. I might sit down and actually give it a full watch. But it's like I watched... I had the first episode on, and then I was like, I'm gonna go watch the original. And then I really wanted to watch the movie, but again, you can't find the movie anywhere. Not legally, anyway. I saw there was a version on YouTube, but... it was in Japanese with no subtitles, and the only like closed captioning options that YouTube even had was in French. And I was like, no, I can't do Japanese on top of French subtitles. That's just a bad idea. I put it on though. But that was just to watch it, meaning I was just honestly looking at it, watching it for the visuals. I've seen it. Like, back when it first came out, I saw it. But it's been a while. I remember being one of the people that didn't really like how Rebellion ended up because I liked the ending for the original, like the first series so much, but considering Rebellion's a sequel anyway. I read somewhere it was supposed to be a second season, but they had issues, so it just got turned into a movie. But I don't know. Madoka Magica is not a series that you're supposed to be comfortable with. It's supposed to make you think and feel bad. But yeah. Then it's like, yeah, it's been so long since it's been out. I've heard of the game when it first came out in Japan, but I never bothered reading up on it much further. Yeah. That's understandable. I remember back in the day whenever you heard X got mobile game, but it was Japan only, you're like, oh, I guess we're never getting it, and then you just, like, lost any hope of playing it. Because they were, like, flip phone mobile games, and we never got any good flip phone mobile games over here. I mean, not that I really knew, because I didn't actually play them back in the day, but nowadays, like, it's so easy to get any mobile game. You know, there's not as much of a pain in the ass. Well, that and they're incentivized by having microtransactions. Like, I got 3 fucking Naruto games on my phone. One of them I don't actually play. I started it on desktop. I don't remember my login, so I can't sync up my account, and it's like, I don't need another fucking Naruto game. I already have one that I actually play on a regular basis, and the other one I pop in on occasion if I'm really bored. But it's like, they just keep pumping these things out. It's like, we can translate that, it's fine. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I have too many mobile games on my phone, and most of them I don't even play anymore. But there's just some, it's like, there's points when they want you to, like, pay for them. It's like, no, I can't do this if you're gonna be like this game. Like, I have the Kingdom Hearts game on my phone, and I played it there for a good long while, but it was so bad because I kind of fell into a trap with it. I had to stop playing, and then they released, like, a new version recently. It's like, no, fuck you. I can't do another Kingdom Hearts game. No. Just no. It's one of those games, too, that in, like, the actual events, I don't feel like I'm doing anything. Because my cards are just, or medals in that game. It's medals. All the medals I have are just garbage. And because I haven't played in a while, they're double garbage because I haven't gotten any of the new ones, and they've added new shit. Mobile games are kind of the worst. That's why I have so many of them on my phone. But again, I don't play a lot of them. Not anymore. Most of them were, you know, just those instances where I'd play it for like a week or so, be into it for a little bit, and then I get bored of it and stop playing. And then just not bother to delete it off my phone. I don't play many mobile games. Usually they're bad or they're decent, but I just like the controls. That's fair. That's fair. Let's see. I have Kingdom Hearts Union Cross, Fire Emblem Heroes. I have Word Cookies. Word Cookies is fine. Dragon Ball Legends, Pokemon Go, Disney Heroes, Naruto Blazing, Ultimate Blazing, Naruto Cross Boruto, Ninja Voltage. Then there's Naruto Ninja Tribes, which is the one that I installed. I just didn't care about. I have Minecraft Earth on here too. Pokemon Cafe. I have Animal Crossing Pocket Camp, but I really don't have any need to play that ever again. I played it there for a bit when it first came out, got bored of it, and then only re-downloaded it so I could access it for when when Newer Horizons came out, because I wanted whatever items that they were going to do a crossover event with, and that's all I cared about. So they're all like annoying gacha games or puzzle games. Or then you have the rhythm games that are in landscape mode, which requires me to basically cover up the speaker and headphone jack. Yeah. I can't say I've actually played a rhythm game on my phone. Maybe back in the day. I know, I tend toward puzzle and gacha games, and it's like, oh, the gacha games are the worst. Because I don't need that. They're terrible. Some of them, again, I don't mind, and that's why they're still kind of there, but I just don't have the time to, like, actually put into playing them. That's why we just have the one Naruto game that I pay too much attention to at times. Last rhythm game I tried to play on there was Muse Dash. Speaking, okay, there was a point where of time where I went through like playing. Speaking of dashing, is playing like Temple Run, any of those running games where just dodging shit. I played the Minions one or the Despicable Me one there for a while. I think I played the Sonic one for a little bit. Sonic one was so annoying because they kept throwing in an enemy from Sonic Lost World in there. They're like, you remember we made this game? It's like, go away, Sonic Lost World. No one likes you. You didn't... I feel like I haven't heard anything about Sonic Lost World. Like, it didn't have anything memorable. Sonic Boom and Sonic 06 were like, they were bad enough that you could talk about them, but I don't think... Does anyone talk about Sonic Lost World? I feel like whenever I bring it up, it's just because they've tried shoving it in your face. Like, remember we made this? And it's like, go away. Like, you throw, what, Zavik in fucking Forces and expect us to care about him when no one cares about Zavik? It's like, I only know he's a thing because Sonic Forces is like, please remember this. It's like, I don't want to remember it. I don't want to remember that at all. Please go away. God damn you. Oh no, I've accidentally clicked on... clicked on Pokemon Cafe. Lost World looked intriguing, but the momentum is so unsatisfying in that. Oh, okay. Graphically, it looked alright. But, I don't know, it just looked like one of those mobile running games. I'm like... I have it. I haven't played it. I have it to have it. Maybe one day we'll play it and suffer. On stream, we'll play it and suffer. Playing Sonic games is suffering. At least in current age. It is. I kind of wished Forces was better too. It's not terrible, but I don't know. Y'all know my thoughts. I just want a Sonic Adventure 2 remake or remaster, and I'd probably be pretty happy. So long as they don't change too much. Probably be pretty happy. See, I haven't actually played Mania. I have it, I just haven't played it. I think I'm just a bit hesitant because I've never actually been good, or I don't hate 2D Sonic. I just didn't grow up with them, so I'm not good with them. First time I played it, well, okay. I played a few 2D Sonics, like when I went to a friend's for like a sleepover or whatever. But the first time I actually sat down and played any 2D Sonics was for the Gems collection, or Mega collection on the GameCube. Because I didn't have any Sega systems growing up. And the only reason why I own a Dreamcast is because I wanted a copy of SA2, and if I figured if I'm going to have a redundant copy of SA2 for the Dreamcast, I might as well have a redundant Dreamcast. Cause I do. Mania is my favorite Sonic game, and I didn't think that was gonna happen. I thought even just nostalgia is gonna make that impossible. Before that, it was Sonic 2. I see. Yeah, unfortunately, I just didn't grow up playing like the original Sonic 2D Sonic games. The first Sonic game I played was Sonic Adventure 2 on the GameCube. So I have a strong bias towards Sonic Adventure 2. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with, you know, the old 2D ones. I'm just not good at them, so I don't personally enjoy them. But I also haven't spent a lot of time with them. So maybe if I actually sat down and played them for serious. Because whenever I played Sonic 1 or Sonic 2, like on Gems or anything, it was just like a short period of time. This is creepy ass music. Where the fuck is this in Minecraft? This has to be new. I've never heard this one before. I don't like it. It's unsettling. If I heard this in game, I'd probably turn the game off. No more Minecraft. I'm good, thank you. I think one of the scariest things they've added in Minecraft recently is just like the underwater temple things. I've never actually been in one myself, but I just don't like the idea of exploring submerged temples is just kind of terrifying to me, because I don't like the idea of being in like small closed spaces underwater. I like Adventure 2 as well, just not as much as 1 through 3 Knuckles. That's fair. That's fair. Like I said though, I don't have any real good experience with 1 through 3. Not like if I spend more time with them, then sure, maybe. But 2 was what got Adventure 2 is what got to me first, so honestly, I just didn't think I would love another Sonic game. They tried to deliver on the 2D stuff before and never got it right. Generations was as close to that as it get, but that was all. It was janky. Well, then wasn't there a Sonic the Hedgehog 4 and nobody liked it? What happened to Sonic 4? Sonic 4 happened, didn't it? See, when it came to games that tried to reintroduce, we've talked about this before, but you probably weren't there. But when it comes to like games that they tried to reincorporate the 2D into, so like Sonic Generations, Sonic Forces had it, and then Sonic Colors also did like the 3D and 2D mashup. Sonic Generations wasn't bad from what I remember, but it did occasionally, at least if you're playing as modern Sonic and it shifted to a 2D segment. This happened in Forces and Colors for me a lot. Not Forces, maybe not as much. Definitely Colors. Is that you'd get a really good momentum going in a 3D section as modern Sonic, and then they'd switch it to 2D, and then suddenly you're going too fast to actually realize where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing, and sometimes you're just kind of jumping blind because you have no idea where the fucking platforms are supposed to be in the next section, because they just switched your perspective on you, like literally. And that was like the biggest issue I had with those games. Again, I don't think I finished Colors. I started it. I remember liking Colors, aside from that little thing I just mentioned, where occasionally I would die a lot in one area because, oh, I didn't know that they were going to switch to 2D, and I don't know where any of the fucking platforms are. They're like, good luck. I'm like, how dare you? kind of bad. Sonic Forces was forcing it when it came to having 2D or classic Sonic in his 2D segments. It's like, oh, Sonic's busy being tortured and then makes friends with player characters, so Tails needs someone to hang out with. Again, that's probably like the thing that annoys me the most with like later Sonic games is like they tried to give Tails a bit more agency, I felt. At least in 2. Instead of just being Sonic's shadow like he was in 1, in Sonic Adventure 1 and other games, and then he just falls back to relying on Sonic. It's like, give the boy some time to be on his own. That's the problem with Sonic, in my opinion, is that they focus too much on the speed instead of the momentum. Speed needs to be a satisfying reward for doing well, in my opinion, and you need slow platforming sections to make the fast parts feel good. See, like, maybe that's my problem, though. I don't know. I need to go back and actually play probably Sonics 1 through 3. But see, I always got kind of annoyed with the platforming sections. Like, in certain levels, I felt like I was just getting lost. Because it's just weaving back and forth. And I didn't like it, at least when I was younger. Maybe I have a better appreciation for it now. Of course, as we saw with Crash Bandicoot, certain things don't age well with me. Because I didn't grow up playing Crash Bandicoot, so I don't like Crash Bandicoot. If you like Crash Bandicoot, that's fine. I'm just shit at it, so I hate it. I thought Shadow was Sonic Shadow. No. Technically, Shadow came before Sonic anyway. This hot chocolate is on the verge of being undrinkable, so I need to drink it. The thing that I just really don't like, though, definitely about modern Sonics, is just how powerless everything feels too floaty. Sonic doesn't have a good weight to him anymore. I grew up playing Crash Bandicoot. I played the remake for an hour or two and then just kind of done. I didn't see. So growing up, we had Nintendo consoles. I didn't get like a PS2 until like way later, so I didn't grow up playing Crash. And I got the remaster. And it's like, I don't like the frustration of constantly having to die to get good at it, to perform at the level that it wants me to perform at, because I just don't have the time and the patience as an adult to do it. I understand if you were a child and you had nothing better to do in the 90s than to play Crash Bandicoot, but in current year, as an adult with other things to do or that I want to spend my time on, wanting to repeatedly play Crash Bandicoot to the point of pulling out my hair is not one of those things. I think also some part of me thought, oh, it's not as bad as everyone says it is when it comes to Crash Bandicoot. No, you play, it's pretty bad in terms of difficulty. And it's like, I understand having difficult games. I do. But boy, I don't want to play them. Not really. Like, if I'm sitting down to play a game, it's to probably unwind from something. And last thing I need to do is to get wound up by Crash fucking Bandicoot. Because it's ridiculous. There's some things you have to sit down and ask yourself, do you really want to do this? And when it comes to playing Crash Bandicoot and going through the stress of playing Crash Bandicoot, the answer is a big fat no. I don't want to do this. I want to go play something else. And if you're into that, that's fine. Just, I don't know. I just don't want people ragging. Oh, you didn't put the time in to get good at. I don't have the time or the patience to put in to Crash Bandicoot, to get good at Crash Bandicoot. And I don't have a nostalgia hook when it comes to Crash Bandicoot to want to get good at Crash Bandicoot. That is all. That is my TED Talk. Thank you for coming to it about why I don't like Crash Bandicoot. I don't know. I mean, the remaster looks great. I'm not saying they didn't put a lot of hard work and stuff into it and that people can't have fun playing it, but it is not my idea of fun. I'd actually rather somehow go play. I'd rather play like Bloodborne than Crash Bandicoot, and that's also just. I mean, okay, eventually you can actually get upgrades that you makes you better in Bloodborne. Crash Bandicoot, you just have to unlock your mind's eye and reach for, enlightenment to beat Crash Bandicoot. And I'm sorry, I'm not looking for enlightenment through Crash Bandicoot. I'm not a child and I still have nothing better to do, lol, so that part isn't an issue for me. Crash Bandicoot is the perfect, I only get 3 games a year game. Yeah, back in the 90s, and that makes sense. Don't worry, I get where you're coming from. The difficulty just wasn't the issue for me personally. I can't even really put my finger on why it didn't engage me. I need to go back and actually finish Bloodborne. I started it fucking forever ago, and I was doing pretty well there. Granted, I'm kind of a casual, so I was using guides. Leave me alone. That was my first Souls game to play, so I didn't want to be stuck in one area and then get burnt out on it because I was stuck in one area, you know. But I'm in the area with the stupid brain thing that causes frenzy, and then the other enemies that also cause frenzy, where it doesn't want you to go anywhere. Like, I've been stuck in that area forever. It's like, can I go back and face the giant alien boss again? I like the giant alien, even though the aliens are kind of gross, but I find them cute at the same time, even though they look like they're made out of jelly, and I don't like watching their heads wibble wobble. But it's like, can I go back and just face the giant alien boss again instead of the fucking frenzy asshole because he makes me upset? I was terrible at Bloodborne. It took me forever to get through that, but I did it and it was rewarding as heck. It's been a while since I've played. That's the other thing, is like jumping back into it after it's been so long, it's like, oh god, I'm gonna get fucking wrecked. Because I don't remember the controls. I don't remember, like, the rhythm to fighting or doing anything in it is the problem. Still can't believe I never saw that brain when I first played through. I owned the big hardcover strategy guide, but didn't actually use it. I just wanted to own it because it's really neat. Hey, no, I get that. I like collecting strategy guides. Granted, that's like a leftover remnant from when I was little, and strategy. Back in the day, strategy guides is the only way that you could get like cool looking concept art for games, because the internet sucked back then. Again, I'm showing my age here by sounding like a fucking. Back in my day, all we had were colored game guides with concept art in them. Oh, colored game guide. Remember when you guys could get instruction manuals that were in color? That was great. Also, the only way you could consume game content in school, yeah. The Bloodborne one is the only strategy guide I own. I have some for SNES back in the day, but nonsense. No, I actively collect them. The other day when I was at the store, actually, I saw that they had a pristine condition strategy guide for both Pokemon Crystal and the original Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow one. The one that came with all the stickers that you could place in the little Pokedex in the back. My cousin had that one. I love that book. But that's because it was littered with the concept art for the Pokemon and original Sugimori watercolor Pokemon art. Mwah, I love it. But they wanted $50 for it. It's like, I mean, it's in really good condition, so I can't argue too much about it. But it's like, normally even used game guides, you can get them for like, relatively cheap considering. But it was, I don't know, it was fun to see it. It's like, ooh, look at that. Blast to the past. That was probably one of my favorite strategy guides back when I was a kid, and I never owned one. I never had the one for the original Pokemon games. I had the games, but I was 10 and my mom was like, you don't need a guide, you can just play it. It's like you can borrow your cousin's when he comes over, you know, that kind of thing. Then my cousin ended up moving down to Texas, so okay, guess don't. But by that point, I think Gold, Silver, and Crystal came out, and I had the one for Crystal. I almost wish. Oh, see, I would almost pay the $50 for that pristine Crystal guide because mine is held together by packaging tape and doesn't even have a cover on it anymore. As a kid, I had a book that was like the novelized Pokemon Yellow strategy guide. Huh. See, there was 2 guides for the original that I remember. There was the one with the stickers that covered the first 3 books, I think, or the first 3 games. And then they had, wasn't there like a brown covered one for Pokemon Yellow? Pokemon Yellow strategy guide. I am pretty sure there was a brown covered one. Well, okay, it wasn't brown, it was just deep yellow. Yeah. Open an image. There was this one. And then the one that I saw was the Nintendo. Oh, that's not. No, come here. Oh wait, no, it wasn't this one that I'm thinking of. It was the Perfect Guide. My cousin also had the Perfect Guide. So the Versus book one. There's this one. I remember seeing that one around. And then they also had this one that had the stickers. The Nintendo Power one. The badass one. I don't know. Oh, okay. I'm not from an English-speaking country, so the ones who heard it. See, that's another thing, though. I like little differences like that. My ex actually had a strategy guide for Wind Waker. And he lived in England. So, it was interesting that the English names, it was like a translated guide. It was all in English, but they had used like the original Japanese names and translated them for the British release. So some of the location names were slightly different than what was actually officially released in the English translation of Wind Waker. So like one of the island names was completely, like slightly different. Still, I guess completely different, but it was different. And it's like just that little, I don't know. You know, it's like looking at something, but it's slightly to the left. I don't know, I get a weird kick out of little, I like differences like that. One of my weird things that I get oddly into. I'm like, it was probably written, yeah, like they took the Japanese version, knew the game was coming out, translated it to have it out on the market when the game came out or something. I don't know. Either way, it was still really cool, and I like seeing stuff like that. You know, it's like when you're a kid and Pokemon cards first came out and and someone happened to have like a Japanese Pokemon card and you're like, at least back in the 90s when it wasn't that hard, you know, easy to find Japanese Pokemon cards. If you had like 2 Japanese Pokemon cards, even if they were shit Pokemon cards, you were a cool kid because you had a Japanese Pokemon card. I remember this one girl in middle school, she had a Japanese Dark Magician girl and it was fucking awesome. I was the guy with random Japanese Pokemon cards. Then you know what I mean, when other kids freaked out that you were the kid with the random Japanese Pokemon cards. Hold on, I want to go get something. This made me think of something I have. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. So, my sister likes to go estate sale shopping, and a few weeks back we went, and we actually found a house that had, like, video games and some Pokemon, well, I want to say some Pokemon cards, but she did find a binder with some kids' cards in it, and she has they have a piece of paper, it says Alyssa's cards. So whatever. I got them with a bunch of like other office supplies for like $3. But it's like they have this Kids WB presents Pokemon the first movie, like Electabuzz. Don't know if you can see like the little thing in the top corner. This should be in a sleeve actually. It's actually starting to chip. But I'm pretty sure this binder actually just has, you know, a random Japanese card or two. Oh yeah, here we go. Wow. We got a lot of... Oh, they shoved all the same Pokemon in one fucking thing? They did it by Pokedex number though, so that makes a bit more sense. But yeah, here's an Erika's Oddish in Japanese from the old gym thing. But it's like, yeah, they whatever, whoever this kid was had random Pokemon cards in here. I need to go through this and sleeve up the... Look, here's a holofoil. It's not in a sleeve. Here's a holofoil Japanese Alakazam. Cause yeah. The English ones were tournament legal, the Japanese ones are not, yeah. A lot of them when that gym leader set first came out in Japan, but not yet in English or German. Oh, I see. Yeah, this person actually organized their book by Pokedex number, which is fine. I did that as a kid too. Nowadays I do it by card number just because when you're juggling collections you kind of have to. Look, oh, these ones have sleeves. Okay, the Snorlax doesn't, the Vaporeon does. You got a holofoil Japanese Snorlax. So, yeah, this kid that owned this binder was probably one of the cool kids. Let's see, there's a holofoil Japanese Flareon, an Aerodactyl, a Dragonite, they do have one of the Pokemon the Movie 2000 Mew cards. I mean, I have like at least 2 or 3 of those, I think. I even have a Surfing Pikachu. But wait a minute, is this real? Why is this so shiny? Is this a sticker? This isn't real. Is this a sticker? I think this is a sticker. This isn't an actual card. I don't think. This feels different. It's all glossy. But Surfing Pikachu. But I think it's a sticker. I'm not gonna try and peel it off. It doesn't feel real. Speaking of though, I didn't notice these were in here. Oh, these are adorable. They were making their own Pokemon cards. Guys, there's some original Pokemon vending machine cards. Okay. Look, they have like their own original Pokemon cards. This one has a back on it, but you can tell that it's 2 pieces of paper like stuck together. Whereas this one does not. Oop, it is literally just a piece of printed paper that's been cut out into card shape. Let's see. Screw, HP 190 HP. Printed on a printer, you can tell it's a bat. Its attacks are Screw for 20 and Laser for 60, but it has 190 HP. Uses a powerful screw-like body to bore holes in its enemies when it then flies to safety. Possesses laser capabilities. Well... Oh, they actually put their names on them. Aww. And I know this one belongs to the girl that owned this book. It has her name on it. Aw, that's so cute. I'm gonna make sure these stay in good condition. I find that adorable. The Screw was made by, I'm assuming, their brother. She made Bow Wow, which is a dog Pokemon. It also has a laser attack and Double Punch. Generates electric laser impulses when it is scared. Double Punch is so quick that it catches victims off guard. Makes a great friend for its trainer. Oh, these are adorable. I didn't notice these before. Aww. That's great. Wow, look at that. I am chuffed as chips right now. There is a shit ton of energies. They just shoved all of their energies in the pockets. In like one pocket. That's great. Yeah, I need to go through this and properly put these away into my collections. This is amazing though. I don't know. They have some of these too. Some of these Pokemon cards that the old, what were they? The Topps trading cards when those were popular back in the day. And then they have some of the ones that are just like movie scenes that tell you what happened in the movie scene on the back. I have a few of these somewhere. But, oh, they even have Beanie Baby cards in here. I didn't actually look through this book. And some sports cards. Hockey, it looks like. I mean, that's fine. They're in fairly good condition, though, considering. So, you know, they get props for having their cards in good... There's some shoved just in the back. Like, they're just packets. They're just packets of hockey cards shoved in the back pocket. I don't know anything about hockey trading cards, though. So these don't mean much to me. I just bought them for the Pokemon cards. But considering that you can tell by the name written on it, and the fact that, you know, the two cards, the handmade cards in here are obviously done by children, it's just surprising that, the cards in here are in such good condition. That and they're older cards, too. So, you know, like I said, brownie points for having their cards in decent condition and actually in a binder. I don't know. I mean, I tried to be tidy with my cards when I was a kid, but I can't say that I did the best of jobs. Nowadays, sure, but I'm an adult. And I know what I'm doing. More or less. I don't know. I haven't actually, like I said, I didn't actually go through that binder at the place when I bought it. I saw Pokemon cards and bought it, and that was it. But no, going through that might actually be a lot of fun. Just finding those two little, like, custom-made cards is fucking adorable. Children are great. I mean, if you're an adult making your own card too, that's fine. You also get kudos. I'm not saying you're not great for making cards when you're an adult. I'm just saying, you know, that innocence or whatever children have is just, magical. I never made my own cards when I was little. I mean, maybe I did. Maybe I tried drawing them out, but it's not like they have like an actual fucking template, and their parents or grandparents or whatever took the time to print them out for them. I'm assuming they had help. I don't know. Unless they did it on their own. If they did it on their own, then goddamn, they're great. Because they have custom little descriptions, and they change the illustrator label to their name. I don't know when they were made. So, like, I don't know how old this collection is. I mean, again, they're all older cards. So it's still kind of amazing. I'm pretty sure most kids nowadays would have more recent cards. My cousin's kids do, anyway. All their cards are newer generation cards. They're always showing them off to me. Like, I've never seen a Pokemon card before. And it's like, kiddos, you need to come over to my house and see the 2 boxes of fucking Pokemon card bullcrap I have shoved in a closet. I hope they didn't have help. Wouldn't want anyone else caught up in their copyright infringement lawsuit. Oh, it's only they have unique single copies of these cards. I don't know. I don't know where these kids are now. I don't know how old these kids are anymore. Are there years on these cards? Either way, I will treasure them. Like the little masterpieces they are. I'm in no way related to the children that made these, but I treasure their creativity and their drive. No, it still has like the default Wizards 1999, because these are Generation 1 templates. So it's not like they changed the years on them. Whatever, I shall treasure them. I encourage children. Hey, and to be honest, if you're simulating decks and you don't have the cards yet at League, there are plenty of times I printed off black and white copies of cards just to see if they would work in a deck, okay? They're obviously not tournament legal because they're in black and white and printed on copy paper and just hastily shoved into a sleeve to look kind of like a card. You gotta know before you go and dump 45 bucks on 3 cards, okay? It was back when I actually kind of played on a regular basis Pokemon TCG. I tried getting into that like kind of semi-competitively. I just couldn't. It got so boring. So boring. It's the same meta after a while. It's like, oh, God, if I have to see this fucking Seismitoad one more time, I'm gonna punch somebody in the face. When I was playing, Seismitoad is really big, and everyone had Seismitoad, and they're like, you need to go and buy Seismitoad. And I bought one or two Seismitoads, and then like a trainer card. So whenever I say, oh, I had to buy 3 cards for $45, that's what I'm referring to. The one time I was told I needed to buy Seismitoads. Bought 2. And a trainer card, I'm pretty sure, for fucking $45. And then I didn't end up using Seismitoad because I didn't want to play a Seismitoad deck because everybody and their mother was playing Seismitoad. I was playing Fairy type deck. Where I played, there was no meta. Nobody was super serious about it, and that was no intent. Oh, no internet trade for that here. Yeah. I never got into it when I was super little. I didn't even know that there was like a game you could play with the cards. I just thought, oh neat, Pokemon. Well, okay. I kind of figured, but I never got into it. Then in like, I think it was high school or something, I kind of got into like going to like, you know, local tournaments. But I never won. Not that it changed when I actually knew what I was doing. Like eventually, when was it? I think I was, nope. It was after I was in college. I tried getting back into it. And I was really heavy into collecting cards. It was during X and Y, I'm pretty sure. So all the stuff that's in my closet is like all the different trainer boxes for X and Y. But see, it got so annoying because I got to the point where I wasn't pulling any new cards. All the cards that I needed were all the super rare ones that I was better off just buying them to finish them off. And then of course nowadays it's annoying because they have foil cards or the reverse foil cards. So that's a whole second collection. You basically have to make 2 collections for one whole fucking series to collect all of them. It's cold. Hot chocolate is room temperature. It's gross. But I'm gonna finish it. I said I had to drink this and then I didn't because I went off to go get my binder. Like I played in the official league and earned special promo cards that way until I got all my cards stolen and stuff. Oh, that sucks. I won a lot and was good at trading and getting what I needed, and I was the only one around who had secret rares and nobody in the region knew they existed. Ooh, fancy. Unfortunately, I was one of those kids that got scammed out of a few good cards when they first came out. I lost a Holofoyer little Scyther and Mewtwo to this one kid. He was an older kid, so he was taking advantage of all the younger kids in the area. And he was the kid that everyone looked up to, even though you knew he was trouble. So I lost some good cards to him one day. I didn't do much trading after that. Recently I did trading, kind of, when I was going to leagues, but not super frequently. I was also at the point, it's like, I don't need to trade with people. I'm just gonna buy the cards that I want. I don't know. I guess I just have kind of trust issues when it comes to trading cards with people after what happened when I was 9. Something like that. If they weren't buried, maybe next time. It's like if they weren't buried, I would go and pull out some of my card binders and show off all my unfinished collections. I told myself once like the next expansions hit, I would stop collecting because I was just getting burnt out on it. And just playing in general, I kind of got, I guess, bored with, because like I said, the meta was, everyone just played the same things. That, and they did a thing where they let you use, they introduced a new like mechanic at tournaments, certain tournaments anyway, where you could use cards from like a previous set in your decks that at one point, was it extended? I think it was like extended, where you could use, you know, older cards. So there was a point where people were just using all these cards that I had no idea what they did because I didn't collect from that period and I never saw these cards. Like, sure, I could go online and probably look them up, but it was super annoying when that's what everyone kept playing. They just went back to their old decks that were no longer not allowed. And then they would just, you know, wipe anybody who was not around during that specific expansion for whatever reason. And it wasn't any fun. So the fact that they brought that in, I don't know if they still do that. I feel like they probably do. But the fact that they started doing that and it didn't feel like there was any way I could avoid it, I stopped playing. That was probably one of the major reasons I stopped playing. Because even like smaller tournaments that weren't like, you know, states or whatever, if you bother to go to states. I did cities and states just because, you know, they're local. But it's like, because they introduced that, that was the big turnoff for me from playing. I didn't have any friends. At least that was the one time I really had social interaction with other kids, and I guess that just made me try really hard and get good fast. Well, good in comparison. I don't know. It's like when it comes to the strategy of Pokemon TCG now, it's like, well, okay, not anymore. This is my age knowledge base that wasn't even very good. It's like I got what the basic points were when it came to deck building. It's just I guess I wasn't good at it or something. I don't know. I tried. Didn't go very well. I didn't win mini matches. That's why I like doing pre-releases so much when everyone was subjected to the blind draw of pre-release matches where nobody took it seriously because it was a pre-release match. But that's why I like them. I could do semi-okay at pre-releases. And it's like, I could have probably expedited being better because I could just buy cards when I was playing last. But it's like, I didn't want to do that. And like I said, just falling into the meta of this is what you need to use to be good just bored me. I don't know. Maybe that's also just me being a sore loser. But I just got burnt out of doing like the same thing, seeing the same things. Like I said, you can see Seismitoad for so long until you get fucking tired of seeing Seismitoad before it gets fucking beat out by something else, and then that's all everyone plays. I don't know, it's just really annoying. And I get it, other games do that too. But at the time, it just bothered me. I was kind of good at keeping track of what every kid tended to do with their matches, so I was prepared. Well, that's fair. I can't say I socialized too much when I did go to like things, even when I went to League. It was hard. The League I went to, it was run by a father and his son. well, okay, his son was there, so it was ran by the dad. And what I heard is eventually they ended up selling all their cards and running off, and then they left the league apparently high and dry. But I don't know, I quit by that time. But there's usually the dad, the son, and then another kid who was like 14, and sometimes another older guy that went to this league that I went to. And it's just like the general, like, you only could battle the same people, and the 14-year-old kid who was there on a consistent basis was annoying because, one, he was 14. Actually, that's it. He was 14, so he was annoying. You know, that age where every child is insufferable, more so than normal, because that's the age where they think they know everything, even more than any other age or something. I don't know. Anyway, he is like 14 or whatever, and he just made it no fun because I've told this story before. I know I shouldn't keep harping on about it, happened so long ago. But like, I was running a fairy deck. That was the only deck that I had going at the time, and everyone knew it because the league was consisted of 3 people. But it's like he asked me one day, he's like, "Oh, do you wanna go up against my deck? It's steel type, so you won't be able to win." I'm like, I said yes. Because I didn't want to be rude and there was nothing else to do. But obviously I lost. Because I had a major type disadvantage. And it's like, that just seemed to be the general attitude. Okay, granted he was younger. But it's like a lot of that area is populated by, you know, kind of people like that. Not everybody. But still, it's like, I don't feel like dealing with this either. There's also this one kid, he was in the division below me, so I didn't have to worry about him for a while until he aged up, and then he would have been a problem because he was annoying, and he always placed. But he walked around in baggy blue jeans, a white wife beater, and a black leather trench coat. I'm not even kidding. And I was like, oh my god, this child is insufferable just by his existence and what he's wearing. I did it mostly for the league stamps and then to fight the gym leaders and get a current promo card. Yeah, see, it was hard to do that with how limited our league was, so I didn't do any of that when I did play. Basically because you played other kids, get stamps for it, and when you filled up... Yeah. We didn't... I didn't really do any of that when I played. But it sounds exactly like what NPCs say to the player in Pokemon games. There's no chance you can win. Yeah, but you usually have more than, you know, one type of Pokemon when you're facing NPCs in the games. Again, I was workshopping the same fairy deck the whole time I was at League, so everyone knew I was running fairy type. So if he has a steel type deck, there's nothing I can do about it. But no one else, like, in actual tournament play, no one was really running steel. Saw a lot of Seismitoad, so a lot of water type decks. Fairy was actually pretty prevalent at the time, though from what I read, I think they got rid of fairy type or something. This curve is driving me crazy. I don't know, he obviously did it to get his kicks or something. I guess that's what helped sleep at night, was beating someone older than him with a deck that clearly trumped their deck. Because, you know, that sense of accomplishment you get for doing the easiest thing. He took the path of least resistance. There was no challenge in it for him. There's nothing but challenge in it for me. I tried, mind you, I tried. But there was kind of very little I could do, except maybe get really lucky that for some reason he didn't get the cards he needed, but his deck was structured in a way that he would. So it's like, cool, this is a fun fucking match. I'm so glad I agreed to do this. Well, because I was just getting back into it at the time, I only had the one deck. Like, I was... When I went back in, when I was in college, right, I was, like, I knew how to play, but I remember the first time when I tried getting into competitive play, I didn't understand the more nuanced strategy or setup to decks. Not really. So I was trying to use it as an opportunity to learn a bit more. So I told myself I would just focus on the one deck. So I wouldn't overwhelm myself with too much and trying to keep track of strategies for different decks. So I only had the one, is I guess the problem. And in theory, the deck wasn't terrible. It's just other people's setups were a bit better, and they could get things out faster than I could. I guess there are cards I could have had that would have made it easier for me, but I just didn't have them. Or it would mean just completely overhauling my deck, and I didn't really feel like doing it. I don't know. Either way, I stopped playing shortly after what I said is when they started bringing in more legacy decks or something, what I'm gonna call them, for extended, and it's like, I don't like extended. Extended's not fair to people who are like new to it, unless they did like a lot of unless they did a lot of research beforehand, but that just also means you have to be super serious about it. It's like, I get it, it's competitive, so you kind of have to be serious about it. But it's like, I don't know. I'm not a very competitive person at heart. It's like, I get a little competitive, but it's like, I can only be competitive for so long. When I go back to the mindset, I played this to have fun, not to stress out about every little thing all the time. And I get it, for some people that is fun. For me, not all the time. Not all the time. I mean, it goes back to the entire Crash Bandicoot thing. Yeah, I didn't like the difficulty, because if I want to sit down and play a game, it's usually to unwind for some reason, you know? Not get stressed out because I fucking missed a jump off of a pig by like a pixel and a half. Everyone had multiple decks for different occasions and types, and it was supposed to be a surprise which one you play, but I was usually correct when I tried to guess what people would pick. None of our decks were like great. If there was actually metal stuff, we wouldn't have stood a chance. It was pretty casual and personalized. I mean, some kids just made decks based on which Pokemon are cutest. The adults working there ended up actually making fun of us when they started playing Magic and taking it super seriously. They were very much over Pokemon in the first few weeks I played. They only did it to get paid it anymore and didn't do it well. Sometimes they were just giving us a big sigh and gave us the damn badge and promo card with a gym battle. Well, that sucks. Yeah, I didn't go through really any of that. And unfortunately, I tried getting into Magic, but I'm not good at it. It was tough. It was tough for me with Magic, and unfortunately my friend kind of ruined it for me. Because I talk to so many people that are into it, and it's like, I feel bad that I just can't. Like, I bought cards, tried to get into it, and then my friend ruined it. See, back in college, there was this one guy that was going around teaching everyone how to play Magic the Gathering. Why? I don't know. Just because, I suppose. And my one friend got really into it, and she's like, oh, you should get into it, you like card games. And when I say she got really into it, I mean she was buying specific cards. She had a very well-stacked deck by the end of it. But it's like, I ended up buying cards. It's like, okay, I guess I'll give it a shot. I'll buy cards. But for some reasons, like, I got a little confused trying to figure out the rules. And so the next time I saw her, I was like, hey, bring your cards along. You can teach me how to play. I bought some cards, but I'm not really sure what I'm doing. So she did. Brought my deck, which was a fucking mess because I didn't know what I was doing. I just bought one of those, like, deck builder boxes. I'm like, I'll see how this goes. And, well, it turns out I just happened to misread the rules a lot, didn't know what I was doing. You know, what I just said. I didn't know what I was doing. And I'm not saying you have to take it easy on me, but she didn't put any kind of, like, kid gloves on when she was trying to teach me how to play properly. She made it very difficult to get anything done. It was just like, it was nothing but a match of despair. And it just didn't go over well. And it was just very discouraging as actually learning how to play the game. She comes in with her fully stacked black and blue deck where I can't do jack crap. When she knows, I told her, oh, I don't know if I made my deck very well. I didn't know what I was doing. I don't know what worked with each other. Sure, I guess I could have searched it. But, you know, I didn't. And then she just mops the floor with me with her black and blue. Yeah, no, she literally had a card that was like a brick wall. I was only allowed to attack the one card that had a bazillion health. I'm like, this is fun. I'm so glad I get to do something in this game. And again, I tried. I just fucking sat there and literally punched the wall the whole time I played. But there was nothing I could do. Because, you know, she had counters to anything I could think of to try and get rid of the wall. She had everything set up, and there was nothing I could do. And it made it so unfun for me. Again, I'm not saying I had to win, but she wasn't taking it easy on me. At all. So that was the last time I played an actual game of Magic. The first and last time I played an actual game of Magic. I haven't touched the cards since. They're quite old at this point. I don't know. I just think back to when my dad taught my sister and I how to play chess. He wasn't playing seriously. If he was playing seriously, the match would have been over really fucking fast. And we know this because, like, a while ago, my sister got in the mood to play chess, so she asked my dad to play chess, and he was doing something else, so I didn't really want to play chess. So he beat her in, like, 6 fucking moves. Because my dad's just like that when it comes to chess. But it's like, when we were playing chess, I don't know, he actually kind of did a good job teaching us how to play, or at least got us interested in it in a way. I don't know. I remember the first couple times playing against my dad and he surrendered to me. I don't know if it was just to be nice, but, you know, as a child learning how to play a game like chess against their dad is like, oh, okay. Got the basics, had fun, my dad conceded to me, let me win. Not saying he had to do that. Not saying other people have to do that for other things. But it's like, you don't want to go in and then just destroy someone that's learning right off the bat. Oh, you're learning basketball? Here, you get to play versus Michael Jordan, and he's not going to go easy on you. You're also 7. Good luck. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Either way, my friend just kind of ruined me ever playing Magic the Gathering. Maybe I could give it another chance if I had someone gentler teaching me about it. But after that point, I was like, nope, I'm not doing this anymore. Then I just assumed it was like, oh my god, everyone's gonna be like this when it comes to Magic the Gathering. They're just gonna be up on their high horses, acting like they know everything. And if you do one thing wrong, they're just gonna lay into you and never let you forget it, that you didn't know what you were doing in Magic the Gathering, that you were just learning how to play. I don't know if I just have bad luck with running into bad teachers for anything that just like to discourage me. I don't think I go in with any kind of arrogance. I mean, sure, sometimes I'll do research and I'll have maybe a modicum of confidence, but it's like they pick up on that and then they just want to destroy it. Or I don't have any and they destroy it anyhow. I don't know how, they just do. They just pick it up, they conjure some confidence for me, and then they smash it. They find confidence that they could have given to me and let me grow. Nope, smashes it. Smashes it right in my face. I don't know. It's just a card game. I just feel bad because it feels like so many people I know are into it, and then it's like, I can't. My fucking friend ruined it for me. Playing blue is really... Well, yeah. I wouldn't have known that, and she didn't care. That's the only deck she had anyway. But still... I mean, sure, okay, a while ago I played a Pokemon match against my cousin who's like 6. But he was acting like he knew everything, so I didn't go necessarily easy on him. But he wasn't learning, he just wanted someone to play with. We still had fun, I guess, and he asked me if I could help him learn better, which was kind of nice. But, I don't know. Again, I feel like that's slightly different, even though he was 6, because he actually knew what he was doing, unlike me with Magic, where I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. At all. I'm sure if I sat down and looked into it, I could get it, but I just don't have any want to anymore. With all the other things I want to do, it's hard for me to justify getting back into trading card games anyway. I keep considering getting back into Pokemon, but that's only because my cousin's kids are into it, and my cousin won't play, you know, Pokemon games with his children because they're Pokemon, and he doesn't like Pokemon, and it's like, can you just do stuff with your children? Who cares if it's something you don't like? They want to spend time with you, doing a thing that they enjoy. And I just feel, as their parent, maybe you should get in on that before they hit the age where they don't want to do jack shit with you. But, you know, I'm not a parent. What do I know? I know those kids want to play with their father. They want to play Pokemon, but it's Pokemon, so he's not going to. It just bums me the fuck out. I don't know. It's like a weird pet peeve of mine that's none of my business. Just a bummer. Big old bummer. I have first-hand experience with that stuff. It does suck. What, like your parents not wanting to do things with you, or just ignoring the stuff you're into? It's like, I understand not fully understanding stuff that your kids are into, but treating it like you can't care at all about it, or what your kid's going to like in general, just, I don't know, it bothers me. Like, my parents are, you know, supportive enough, but, you know, there's always, you know, things that, it's like, maybe they could have done a bit better when it came to supporting it. But it's like, I know they tried, and I don't know. Again, I'm not a parent, not my kid, but I just feel like my cousin should be trying a bit more. When it comes to it, it's like, Nathan, his son actively wants to play with him. This one thing that he doesn't like, just because it's Pokemon. It's a child's card game. He can't be bothered with it. It's like, but he wants you to play with him. He wants to share this with you. And that should mean something. I don't know. Just a really, really strange pet peeve of mine. I say, where the fuck did the vest go? I turned it off. I was going to have a slate. I should save. I haven't saved in a while. But no, yeah. It's like, I get it, as a parent, it's hard to get into some of the stuff kids are into, but it's better if you make an effort than nothing at all. Tiny bit. In my opinion, they want to do stuff with you. Maybe do the stuff with your children. Instead of acting like them asking you to do stuff with them that you don't like as an inconvenience. I don't know. Again, I'm not a parent, so I suppose I can't comment on it. But just trying to think about that kid's position. It's like, oh, my parents don't want to do anything with me because they don't like the things that I like. It's just kind of disheartening to think about. I mean, I kind of get it. It's like my parents don't get video games and anime, but they try. Though, I guess. They still took me to an anime convention. My parents still occasionally go with them to me. Go to them with me. I don't know what the hell just happened there. My brain misfired is what happened. But, ooh, this curve. This curve is gonna make my brain break. But I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, it's probably none of my business. It's just something I'm concerned about. It's like one of those things. It's like parents will buy their kids stuff. It's like, oh, I bought it for them. That means I'm supporting them. It's like, but when they want you to actually engage in it with them and you say no, it's like that's kind of part of the equation. You're not doing all of it. It's like you realize the equation is 2 plus 2, but you're only giving them the 1, 2. And then you say fuck it to the other 2. This is a bad analogy. Please ignore it. But that's all I have. Bad examples. Bad examples are, yeah, quick maths. Parenting maths. I don't know. As someone that was once a kid that would probably want, you know, their parents to do stuff with them, that's the only experience I have, which I think is valid because I'm pretty sure everyone can kind of quote that. You know, like in Naruto, when his son wants his attention, and Naruto's like, why does my son want my attention? It's like, do you remember when you had no parents and you wanted your parents' attention that weren't there? Maybe stop and think about it for like 2 whole fucking seconds. Or like Sasuke not knowing what to do with his daughter, and Sakura's like, oh, she just wants to, you know, spend time with you. Maybe go and help her train. You know, the thing that Sasuke wanted from his dad? I don't know. I guess it's hard when you're an adult to think about that kind of shit. But maybe stop for a second and think about that kind of shit. Apples don't fall far from the tree for a reason, god damn it. All my examples go back to Naruto, I'm sorry. Wow, we've gotten 2 spam messages today. 2 is usually about what we get. If we get them at all. I don't know. Let's switch topics. Let's talk about something better. I don't know what. I feel like I should be further along on this, but I keep getting distracted by a conversation about Pokemon, I guess? I don't know. I'm not trying to rush through it or anything. I just thought because I didn't have to do the sketch, this would go by a bit smoother than if I had to do the sketch. Of course, I guess sometimes the line art takes me longer. And if it's detailed orientated, then yeah, of course it's gonna. Because that's how that works. Don't like how those look. Has anyone been playing anything interesting recently? There's a few new releases that came out. Pokemon DLC's out. I saw something in passing that Amnesia Rebirth wasn't going. Look, it didn't deliver as much on the horror aspect, it seems, which is a little bit sad. I haven't actually looked into anything for Rebirth since it released the other day. It's just in passing I'll see stuff. I honestly didn't find the original scary at all. I did, but I'm a chicken. I'm a chicken wearing a hat. I guess one of the few things I did see is that speedrun tactics that they used in Soma got carried over in Rebirth. But that has nothing to do with the actual game. If it's just speedrun tactics, that just means that they can pick up items and stand on them and hover into the air and go out of bounds that way. That's pretty much all that means. Which, yes, is amusing to watch, but not very useful to knowing if the game is any good or not. Granted, when I played Amnesia, it was quite a while ago. I mean, I'm still a chicken. That actually hasn't changed. But definitely when it first came out, you know, stuff got to me pretty easily. But that's mainly because I hyped that stuff up in my head more. Kind of annoying. Games where all you do is run away and hide just don't work for me because you avoid confrontation by design and it ends up being somewhat random and not always fair, which in turn causes them to give you frequent checkpoints so dying doesn't matter much, which is that's fair. I mean, I get that. There's like a few horror games, I don't know, it's like after a while, the monster popping up and doing its thing just becomes more of an annoyance than it does an actual threat. It's like when we played Slender a few weeks ago, it's like really after a while being chased by Slender Man wasn't the scary thing. It was literally just the jump cut. Or the jump scare, which is designed to do it in the most cheap way possible, but it's like I'm still going to yell at him and I'm not really scared of him. I prefer janky combat where you feel weak and vulnerable. Yeah, that's fair. I don't know, even in like the case of like RE2 when we played that, granted it was just, you know, baby RE2, meaning I was playing a normal. It's like there's a point where Mr. X just became an annoyance than anything that was scary. And it's like, just go away. Go away. I don't want to deal with you. I just want to solve the puzzle, but you're in my way for the 8th time today. Again, that's the one problem I have when it comes to like Haunting Ground, a little bit I've played of it. It's, you're running around trying to solve puzzles and you'll be getting, you know, some decent progress in, and then oops, there's your current stalker. They are now here and now you're being chased to the other side of the fucking castle grounds to get rid of them. before you can walk all the way back and maybe solve the puzzle before they appear and do it all over again. It's like, I'm so glad I've wasted all this time running back and forth to get nothing done. Maybe that's why I like Fatal Frame better. It has like the combat system in it where, you know, you still have to mitigate your and manage your items. But I don't, granted I got stuck in there. Like from the Let's Plays I remember, I don't remember people really getting like stuck in the loop of something popping up and chasing them away from a puzzle area. Maybe a few times. The subtle stuff gets me too. The stuff where I'm in doubt of what I hear or see actually having been there, or if that was my mind playing tricks. Yeah, I like more psychological things. I liked RE2 a lot, found it pretty creepy, but Mr. X, especially on the second go, was the weakest part and just kind of annoying. At least they made him somewhat creepy with the sound design and you hearing him walk around the other room. No, RE2 was good, but it's like any game that has like the entire stalker mechanic in it, it's like, yes, that's great, but once you're used to the area and you just want to solve a puzzle, eventually they start becoming more of an annoyance than a scare. It's like, oh god damn it, you're over here again? How'd you get over here so fast? It's like, leave me alone for like 2 seconds so I can fucking solve this puzzle. It's like the same thing happened in RE7. Like RE7 is very effective. But it's like, you know, go away so I can solve the puzzle, please. Like, just leave me alone for like 2 minutes. That's all I need. And then we can run around all you want so I can come back here and go through the door I just opened. I mean, even in Five Nights at Freddy's, the jump scares, they start to lose, at least for me, because I played like the first two. It's still stressful, don't get me wrong. But the jump scares lose it after a while, especially if you're in the later nights and you get so close to winning. And some bullshit happens that you can't fully control, and you lose. And it's like, I'm so tired of doing this. You're not scary anymore, you're just fucking annoying because you're stupid and annoying, and I hate you. Been years since I tried Fatal Frame, but that one did creep me out a surprising bit. I really like Fatal Frame. I'm not good at it. Like I said, I kind of soft-locked myself when I played the first one, which means I need to go back and start over. We might play it on stream. I don't know. But yeah, I like Fatal Frame. Like, the concept is fun. The controls, I remember being a bit wonky. I think they're kind of tanky when you're walking around, but it's PS2 survival horror, so... FNAF wasn't my cup of tea at all. Didn't do anything here. See, when it first came out, I liked it. I liked kind of the lore. And at the time, I got really into it because before FNAF, Slender the 8 Pages was the big popular horror game. And everyone just kept making that again. Where you had X number of things to collect before the jump scare monster got you. So if you watch like Markiplier or anybody that did horror games, like especially indie ones, that's all you saw was the same setup every time. And it's like, some of them were interesting, some of them had fun graphics or whatever, but there's a point where it's like, oh my god, I'm tired of collecting X. I'm tired of seeing people collect X. Like, please, just stop. It's just so frustrating. I don't know. So that's why I liked Five Nights at Freddy's. And then you started getting clones of nothing but Five Nights at Freddy's. And now we have Baldi's, which is just Slender again, but with an added twist, I guess. I don't know. I didn't really get into Baldi's. Baldi's Basics is just... the fandom behind it I find to be fascinating because there's a fandom for it. Not just like the game, but for the characters. It's like, I shouldn't be surprised by some of the stuff that I see come out of Tumblr, but I'm surprised by the stuff I see come out of Tumblr. Like, some of the shipping art for the stuff in Baldi's that's on Tumblr, I'm sorry. What am I looking at? Why am I looking at it? Who did it? Why did you do it? Is this necessary? I just don't understand. And this is coming from someone who sat through the Onceler bullshit. I shouldn't be surprised, but I am. The fact that Baldi's Basics even has merchandise for its simplistic character designs, I mean, good for the guy who made it. You get that money, I guess, but wow, there was an actual market for that. Lucky. I wish I could make a thing that could do that. That's the same thing with like Five Nights, though. I mean, okay, granted, I have a fair bit of Five Nights merchandise. Again, I liked Five Nights, and I always get annoyed when people are like, "Oh, Scott Cawthon's just cash grabbing it," but it's like, based off the story that I've seen about where he was when he made the game, it's like, you know what, good for him. He turned a bad situation into something decent and made something good. I don't know. It's like, I go on about that all the time, I know, but it's just, man, I don't know where I'm going with this. Why am I so tired? No, I don't like FNAF at all, but I respect the product and the creator. Well, yeah. I mean, I'm fine with FNAF. But it's like when people were ragging on him. It's like, if you I remember coming across like an interview, and he said that he was working at like a Dollar Tree, a dollar store, when he made the game, and was working under two like managers that were just fresh out of high school, and he has a family, and you know, he was just trying to make it in that particular industry, and that's what clicked, and he ran with it. And it's like, you know what, fine, you make fucking variant pops for every goddamn animatronic out there, you do you. Makes my life difficult. Makes my life very difficult. But sure. I made the mistake of deciding to collect FNAF and Rick and Morty pops, where they can just keep making variants until the heat death of the motherfucking universe. So that's my fault. I can't get mad at them for making a poor decision in my life. And I actually find the FNAF plushes actually kind of cute, which is why I have a bunch of them, because I think they're cute. So, yeah. But I don't know, like I said, I didn't mind FNAF when it came out because it broke up the monotony that was Slender clones at the time. And yes, I wasn't playing them, but as someone that, at least at the time that it was big, as someone that was watching just like Markiplier play through the same game over and over again, it was nice to have something new that was a little bit intriguing. Wish the books were better though. Kind of. I still need to read the other two. First one just kind of... It's not bad, I suppose, for a young adult Five Nights at Freddy's novel. But it's a bit cliche, and I don't understand why we need to have fucking teenage romance when all I want is fucking killer animatronics, please. I came into the room for one specific reason. It's called Killer Animatronics. I don't need to see 14-year-olds fall in love, because I don't. No. No thank you. Where is my pant layer? Right here. I don't know if the other two books get any better. They probably get worse, but... Are they still doing the movie? I saw an article floating around the other day saying that it was still in the works, but I haven't actually been keeping tabs on it. It's one of those things I'll probably check it out when it comes out kind of thing. But it's not like I'm going to die if it never happens. So I want to say yes, but I'm not a good source of information when it comes to the FNAF film. I mean, I'd be interested to see it, of course, because I am, but I won't lose any sleep over it not happening. Personally. Somebody else might. I'm not. If it turns out anything like the books, I'll be upset, because the books are the books, and I don't care about any of the children in the books. Because they don't. I mean, they're going to have to make up some kind of cockamamie character for you to care about, probably, but I don't want it to be like the books. I don't want it to end up like the Resident Evil movies, either. I don't like those, because I hate Alice. Like, don't give me someone like Alice. I don't know. This is coming from someone that actually liked the first Silent Hill movie, though. I thought the first Silent Hill movie was serviceable. The second one can go burn in a trash fire, because that's the only place it belongs. Is a goddamn trash fire. I hate Silent Hill 2 3D Revelation, or whatever the fuck it's called. I can't even bother to know what it's called in my head. Because it's god-awful, and I hate it, and 3D effects look bad, and the characters are bad, and it's bad, and I hate the second Silent Hill movie. The first Silent Hill movie was okay. That one I'll actually watch. The effects in it were good. And then the second one was garbage, and they insisted on having a stupid monster fight. It's like, no! Pyramid Head is not somebody's just fucking familiar that you can send out like a goddamn Pokemon to battle the other scary monster Pokemon. God damn it. Bad 3D effects and their stupid made up monster. It's dumb. So dumb. I wonder the same about that Tetris movie that was apparently too big for a single film and split into... I'm sorry. That was a thing? Pyramid Head should have stayed a Silent Hill 2. Yes. I am in that camp. I am in the Pyramid Head was a James Sunderland mental construct and probably should have stayed a James Sunderland mental construct. Not what he became. Silent Hill... I know it sounds weird, because I've not played Silent Hill 2 actually, like myself. Silent Hill 2 is like my favorite game. At least in terms of story. I will eat that shit up. If I got me a proper Silent Hill 2 anything, I would be fine. Silent Hill 2 is my favorite. Okay, actually I lied. I'm going to retract that anything. We got the HD remake and I don't think the HD release, and I don't think we needed that. But you know what I mean. More Silent Hill 2, please. More Silent Hill, please. Fucking killed it. More poor Silent Hill. Poor Silent Hill. Don't like how this pant leg feels, and I collapsed it all down like a dingus, and I shouldn't have done that because I don't like how it feels. I'm gonna put it in a folder. In a folder, I said. There's also bits of gloves on that pant leg. That's fine. Silent Hill 3 was the last one I liked, so I'm not holding my breath on that, especially... Yeah, no. We're not gonna get anything good. All my hopes for another Silent Hill died with Silent Hills. I want to say I guess I didn't mind Silent Hill 4, but that's just because that was one of those Let's Plays that I watched a lot when I was in college. Even though it feels like a slow burn of a game. But I don't know. I don't know. Like, I can hope and I can dream, but I'm not gonna get what we should have got. Like I said, I'm always going to be angry because I don't get Junji Ito designed Silent Hill monsters. All we got was a pachinko machine. Just want it Silent Hill. A good Silent Hill. I'm a simple person with simple needs. I need naps, snacks, and a good Silent Hill. Right, kitty? Right, kitty? Hey, Papa. Come here. Oh, God, you're heavy. Hi, fluffy boy. What's up? Oh, you want foods. Is that what you want? Yeah, you want din-dins, huh? You want din-dins. Is it din-din time? You din-din time? Okay. There's a book bag back there so I can't just drop you. Hold on a few minutes. I need to go feed the kitty cat. So, be right back. Okay, I'm back. Cat's been fed. It's been fed. The foodles. Yeah, I need to go in and straighten up these real quick too. Okay, let's see. I mean, allegedly some of the SH people are working on something new, so who knows, but honestly I'll believe it when I see it, and even then, yeah, I'm not expecting too much either. All my hopes died with Silent Hills. That's just the sad fact of the matter. So, whatever we get, I suppose. Just a shame they just completely kneecapped that series, though. It's like, alright. I mean, sure, we weren't really happy with what they put out recently, but it was better than nothing. It was better than nothing but pachinko machines. It was better than silence. Which I guess is ironic considering it's Silent Hill, but you know what I mean. I didn't even have high hopes for Silent Hills, to be honest. I don't know. I thought it'd be nice, and again, there was talks of Junji Ito being involved. And I have a soft spot for him and his work, so I really would have liked to see that, and I don't even get that. And from an article I read that was very early in the talk, so there's not even any good any concept art for that. The one thing that I would have been the most excited for. Hey, Brian. Sorry, my sister is messaging me. She randomly messaged me. Is like, let's go. She's like, stop streaming so we can go get steak. Which I can't say I wouldn't want to do. It's a steak. And I could go for some steak. Really? I like me some steak wakes. And then the place she was looking at is apparently closed. She's like, oh, I guess this baked potato will do. It's like, you can't fucking build up steak on me and then just make a baked potato and say that's it, butthole. I'm trying to iron out the details with her. Hopefully. I don't know. No promises on leaving, but you know, it got thrown out there, so I can't just ignore. I can't ignore that. Trying to have the flare for the pants when his leg is bent, but I'm not sure how to keep them like that. It's the problem I am having right now. Also, I just need to line up these knee pads properly or I'm gonna go crazy. Do a save. Okay, well, my sister's just apparently extremely rude because she just made a baked potato and said that's fine. So she just, that's so rude. She just like built me up for that and then I feel like that's been my weekend, is people say one thing and then like the opposite happens, or it just gets guess I'm just going to have to go. I mean, I ate before the stream, so I should be okay, but damn it. I guess I'm just going to go across the street, buy my own steak. Not the same thing. Just to go make a baked potato and just be fine with her life. So rude. Why would she do that to me? Because she's my sister and she's a butthole. Probably. Come on. That actually looked fine until... Damn it. Okay, well, I guess that died before it was a thing. That's about right, I suppose. Dumb. That's what it is dumb. Anyway, what's going on with my music? No, there's just nothing playing. I need to not turn up my headphones like that because then something will play and it'll just blow up my fucking eardrums. And then I won't be happy because that would be loud. And then I would be unhappy. Anyway, sorry, I'll get back to drawing here in a second. I'm just looking up something. Oh, well. Anyway. Oops. Go away, Dot. What's on this layer? Nothing. Back to what I was doing then. Again, I could just go across the street to the store and buy a steak and throw it on, you know, my little stovetop grill, but it's just not the same. It's just not the same. Besides, I don't want to dirty up any more dishes right now. I meant to do my dishes earlier and I didn't because I got up late, so they didn't get done. Do it to it. I'm not a chili person, to be honest. Don't know why, just I'm not. The rest of my family is. I'm not. I'm pretty boring when it comes to food, though. I don't know why I'm so tired right now. Like, I just feel like drowsy. And I shouldn't, because I haven't been up that long. And I haven't done much today. Not really. Yeah, I shouldn't be this tired. And I did eat, so I don't know. I guess it's just one of those days. I'm really intrigued to know where any of this music is in Minecraft right now because I don't know, and sounds pretty cool, so I want to know. Yeah, and I could look it up, but it'd be cooler to probably encounter it. I don't know. I don't know why I'm working so slow right now. Like I said, I really feel like this line art should have been done sooner. Oopsie. No. Welcome back with your chili. Am I double clicking again? Kind of feels like I am. I hope I'm not, because I don't want to be. This stuff really from Minecraft? Almost just feels like too over the top. Oh, that's always a shame. I don't know, maybe. All in-game background music, both used and unused. All Legacy Console Edition original music, both minigame and mashup pack music. Well, whatever. So I haven't actually looked into any of the Minecraft spin-offs myself. I thought I've been really good about hovering over the shortcut buttons lately, and I've just keep doing it tonight. I'm trying not to. I'm sorry. I don't mean to keep hovering and having that get brought up. Damn it, just did it again. I know it says unused music, but some of this just doesn't... It sounds like it belongs in a different game than Minecraft. Damn it. Erasing stuff works better if you select the layer that you want to erase on. No duh. Don't know why I keep not doing that. That one thing that makes my life easier, doing the thing. know doing the thing makes doing the thing easier? I didn't. Just use whiteout, yeah. I suppose. Just I can just smear that right on my screen, right? I can't see it, it doesn't exist. The object permanence of a babby. This isn't good. I was using a slightly different pin size there for a brief period of time. That's always annoying when that happens. It doesn't look like it changes too much. I guess it's okay. I can't imagine hearing this play in Minecraft when I'm, you know, sitting there building a dumb house. This is for like story mode or something. This feels more like, I don't know, World of Warcraft or Lord of the Rings than Minecraft, to be honest. Yeah, something like that. Like, there's Castle Siege. just for like... Hey, Pantsu, thank you for the follow. I don't know. I mean, it's good music. It's fun. I like it. It's just, I just don't know where this belongs in terms of Minecraft, really. Okie dokie, no problem. Thanks for tuning in. Have fun with the Overwatch. I know I need to be catching up on weekly wins later on myself anyway. For outfit shit. Where's the vest layer? There it is. I guess you don't see it technically behind them. I shouldn't have done that. Yeah, bye. Have fun. Feel like this could go back more. We'll separate these so I don't fuck them up. Come on. See, this definitely doesn't sound Minecraft. Sounds like Matrix Craft. Ugh. Punch of this light behind me too, it doesn't help. stuff really isn't what I think of when I think of Minecraft. Not bad, it really is not. It just throws me off. This sounds like Magical Girl anime. I don't know what it sounds like. It just doesn't come off as Minecraft feel to me. Ah! Damn it. Feels like a song that'd be in one of those like rhythm games where you'd be like driving a car. There's that one rhythm game that has the weird like beetle buggy thingy in it. I think it was. Sounds like a song that'd be in Beat Saber. Tron, maybe. Yeah, it feels a little Tron-y. Yeah. Damn it. Damn it. Okay. And I just feel like this should go back a bit more. I mean, I guess this head's at more of an angle. Yep. So it wouldn't be as drastic as the profile view, but hi, kitty. Hi, kitty cat. What are you doing? Please don't nibble my hand. It hurts when you do that. guess, Brian, if you're in chat, what do you think? Should I adjust the head and the hair back a bit more, or is it fine where it is? I always ask you before I go ahead and do it. What kitten? What kitten? That's more of a straight on than when I drew it. Hey, gentle mare. Okay, you think it's fine? I just know on, I mean, granted, again, it's the profile and like view that I'm looking at. There's, you know, his hair pulls back there a specific way. I'm assuming he like tucks it up on top, right? Is that what's going on there? I just didn't know if this needs to come out more to accommodate for more hair, you know what I mean? Okie dokie, if you're sure about it. Okay. I just didn't know if the way I drew it would be enough to... yeah. Fucking foot to sleep again. Yeah. No. I figured that much. I'm just making sure that the way I have the hat drawn now, if that's fine. Ooh, considering that fact. Sorry, I noticed something. Should have done that before I collapsed it down. Please say I didn't do that anywhere else, or I'm going to be mad at myself because I hate it when that happens. I mean, that's fair. Very fair. God damn it! Why am I tired? I don't understand. Well, if you think it's okay, then I'll just go ahead and collapse everything down. Say the view of this is wrong. This? Oh. I don't know if this even almost sounds Minecrafty. I don't know what's going on with this music. Hey, sad Maxie, thank you. What's this? Oh, okay, that. Alright, well, if you think it looks alright, I'm just gonna collapse everything down. Oops. Ow. Oh, god damn it. Did I really not fill these in? Brian, I might have to send you an updated. Updated. No, there's shadows there, so I don't think I would have noticed. Hold on. Okay, I see what I did. Never mind. That's not a problem. I don't want to, but I might have to end early. I'm having trouble concentrating. Like, I'm just really tired, and it's throwing me off. Oh. I think it's because my sister put the idea of steak in my head and then tore it away from me. If anything, I'm gonna get the base colors done, and then I might end early tonight. I don't know why I'm so drowsy. It's just, again, it makes it hard for me to concentrate when I'm this sleepy. Which I shouldn't be, but I am, which is annoying. I was having, like, problems being really drowsy there for a while, but it kind of ebbed off, I thought, and now it's just kind of back, which is dumb. Oh, that's one thing I forgot. Okay. Yeah, we'll finish up the base color here, and then I'm going to call it for tonight, I'm afraid. I might not be drinking enough water or something like that. I'm also starting to get a headache, which has been a problem lately with me not drinking enough water. I just forget to, you know? I really thought this would go faster though, so I could get to other projects, but I didn't want to rush either. I've just been a little unproductive lately, and I'm gonna blame the weather. Getting cold, meaning I get sluggish. Which is always annoying and bad for getting things done. Oop. What? No, get out of that. Oh no! That could have been bad right there. Could have been very, very, very bad. I'm gonna mess up here. Miss anything? Oh, you little bastard. God damn it! I don't know what my issue is. I really don't. We'll go to 8:30 and then I'm gonna call it for the night, I think. So we just won't. Yeah, this has to be from like one of the side games. I can't imagine this being in the main game, really. I think this is like an 11-hour playlist too, so... Sounds like it belongs more in a movie though than anything. So if it was from like one of the adventure mode things or whatever, they have like those story mode stuff, I mean, that would make more sense to me. Feels more RPG-ish or just, yeah, movie. Oopsie. Oh, oops. I was gonna say, I think I'm done shading. I forgot the collar completely. I don't know why it's going all western now. That's what it makes me think of anyway. Okay, well, that seems like a good place to leave it. I'm gonna call it for tonight. I will try and get this finished sometime later. Right now, I just need to, I don't know, take a break or something. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm just very tired. Don't know if maybe I need to go to bed early or just go get something else in me. I don't know why I'm off right now. Oh. So yeah, Nier Automata tomorrow, RE6 on Wednesday, and hopefully we're finishing up Plague of Shadows on Friday. That's the gameplay on, at least for game streams right now. Art stream, there probably isn't going. I'm not sure on this detail yet, but as of right this second, there isn't an art stream next week. I mentioned this Friday, but I'm supposed to be going to some family event or something on Sunday. So I'm going to be out of town. Won't be able to do anything. So that means just no art stream for next week. Other than that, everything else should be going on as scheduled. Unless something else comes up, but I can't think of anything. I want to say Discord and Twitter for news, but I noticed that I keep putting up announcements on Twitter, and I keep forgetting to do them on Discord, and I keep forgetting to do them on Twitter, and I apologize. Usually when things come up spur of the moment, I guess it's just easier for me to put it on Discord. But, yeah. Oh. Still check them if you can for any updates. Like I said, I can't think of anything, but who knows? You never know. Life happens. So yeah, we're gonna call it for now. I will get this finished up for you in a little bit, Brian. But for now, I'm going to go figure out what's wrong. Okay. Thanks guys so much for tuning in. I do appreciate it. I hope to see you next time. But for now, I hope you all have a good night, okay? Okay. See you guys later, alright? Bye-bye.